Going live. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Lauren. For those of you watching replay, thank you for joining me. Wanted to apologize for all of the mess behind me, but wanted to thank you guys all for joining me tonight. And if you are catching me on replay, how you can figure out you can find me. And then what else was I gonna say? I'm deciding to make myself a little script so that next time, or so that I'm a little bit more concise when I talk. This is just a smidge dark though, so I'm gonna fix it and not flash you guys in the process. Much better. Hello, Talia. So, so next time, check out Facebook, that link in the description below, and then you'll know when I'm going to be on. And if you want a reading from me, definitely check out my website. You can find my reading prices there, as well as all of the video courses that I teach. And subscribe, you guys. I hope that you guys like my content and you keep coming back for more, and subscribing is the best way that you can help me keep coming on and making videos. Hello, Holly, welcome. So an outline of kind of how my reading nights go, everything, and figure out where the group reading is. And then we do individual readings after that. And then I've decided we are going to start doing a giveaway every Wednesday. So I have a video course that I'm throwing up about how to be psychic. And I've already got part 1 and part 2 up, and I'm currently editing part 3. I'm like this close to being done. So every single Wednesday night, I'm going to give one lucky person that course. And we will do that sort of at the end of the night. So if you want that, stick around. Excuse me. Hey, welcome, Jade. And yeah, that's sort of the overview of the night. So before we get into it, or maybe not Monday night, but just Monday exercise videos, I've been playing around with this idea. A lot of you guys have been asking me for psychic development exercise videos. And I know that's some of the most popular videos on my channel. And so I'm thinking about Mondays putting up a video about that's like a quick psychic game. So it's a really quick turnaround that is very easy to film, but it's maybe like a psychic game for you guys to exercise that skill. So let me know in the chat or the comments if you would be interested in that. Theoretically, then Mondays would be psychic games, Wednesdays would be live readings, Fridays would be new videos. So that's kind of like my thought. I want to play some psychic games with you guys, and a lot of you have been requesting that. So let's get into the group reading, and then we will do individual readings. So group reading, obviously everybody knows we're going through all the coronavirus crap, and that's tough. So if you haven't already watched my live video, it's just download of information that I got from my guides. And so it was a bunch of like tips and things from my guides that I really felt like needed to be shared. So if you're really struggling with all of the stuff going on right now, definitely check out that last video, because I gave a ton of tips from your guides tonight. And so I wanted to give you guys two resources before we jumped into this group reading. Keeps buffering bad. I wonder if it's this camera. I'm kind of seeing that live too. I'm wondering also if it's maybe my husband playing video games at the same time. We'll see. Let me know if it gets really bad, you guys. At least if my audio is okay, then hopefully we're good. Otherwise, maybe watch replay. I'll have to figure it out. Like I said, I moved all of this crap behind me. It's so crammed in here. I had to move my office basically home to keep safe. And so I'm crammed in my nursery right now with all of like my work things. So this will be temporary. And I think part of this might be my computer. But yeah, so I wanted to share with you guys in the link, in the description down below, I'm going to put a link for Deepak Chopra and Oprah's 21-day meditation challenge. They have released their 21-day meditation challenge on hope during uncertain times. Normally their courses, guys, are like hundreds of dollars. So you guys have to jump on it when they put up something for free. So because of all of the stuff that's been going on, they've decided to make time. You can still join everybody in the 30-day challenge. And really, by challenge, it's literally just one day they release a new audio track for you to listen to. So it's not really a challenge. But I would highly recommend doing it, especially if you're feeling super stressed out. So I have mine right here that I sort of made for today. And of course it's too bright and you can hardly see it if I turn it to the side. So last week's video, I talked about abundance mindset and how during all of this, it's so important that we remember to stay positive and focus on the things that we have. And if you get into the lack mentality mode of, I don't have enough, everything is crazy, everything is negative, then you sort of feed into that energy and it's really hard to get out of it. And so literally the only way I am keeping myself sane right now is just super hardcore focusing on my abundance mindset. And so one of the things you can do to have an abundance mindset is make this list. I sort of like made this up and I haven't stopped doing it for like the last couple months. And basically it's about focusing on what's going good in your life. And it's really easy to forget all of the things that have been happening in your life that have been happening. And so it's very important for you to remember all of those things that are happening. And I'm just really especially bad at this, especially when one or two negative things comes your way and throws you off. You can sort of forget all the good things in your life. And so what I do is every new week or anytime I fill up a piece of paper, I go ahead and I make an abundance list. And it basically says, I don't know if my camera is reversed or if that's just my image, but it says abundance is abundance. And I link that in the description of the last live video. And I did that. I did a link to a YouTube burn of their course. So technically it's somebody who ripped their course and put it on YouTube. So that is also free. But anytime something good happens in my life, I write it down. I'm going to read some of the examples that I have. And I also really like stickers. So I put a bunch of stickers kind of all around, just so it's visually interesting. And the key to this is, you guys, you have to keep it in a spot that you see all the time. I used to keep it in my bathroom, but I realized in my bathroom, I tended to ignore it a whole lot. So now I keep it on the fridge. And so I'm constantly opening and closing the fridge. I'm in the kitchen the most, so it makes sense for me to have it on the fridge. If something good is going on in your life, make sure to add that. And this abundance list can be money. It can be just anything positive in your life. So some of the examples of mine are, I was sort of thinking about a way I could look at the whole coronavirus thing positively. And one of them that I put down is like, the world is being on hold so I can catch up on preparing for baby. So I'm pregnant. You can't see the crib and all the crap behind me. I've got like 3 months left, and I'm feeling like this is a blessing in disguise because now I'm forced to be at home. I'm forced to focus on all these projects I was sort of putting off because of work. And so now I'm a baby, if that makes sense. I wrote down that our team is staying positive at my work. So I saw that as a really good thing. Anytime that I get paid, I put like a little money marker next to it, like a little money symbol. My cousin that I saw on Facebook was like a Disney thing that somebody shared, and it made me really happy. Getting some baby gifts from people. So it doesn't all have to be money centered, but it can be anything that you deem as positive in your life. And this is all just one day. This is all just things that happened to me today. And so you can see how crazy fast you can fill these up. So I highly recommend you guys to put an abundance list on your fridge to help deal with all of the craziness that is going on right now. And definitely check out that meditation challenge that is free that I'm going to put in the description, or in the comments below. It's getting so much darker, so much faster. I hope I don't lose too much light. Cool. So group reading, let's do it. And then we'll get into I hope not. And last week I pulled a bunch of cards beforehand, but this week I was like, you know what? I'm going to see what comes up in the moment. So I didn't pull any cards ahead of time. Ooh, how perfect. Okay. So, sorry, it's tarot cards. So this is the Angel Tarot card deck, and I really only pull this out if I think we need a ton of high vibes. That's when I like to work with the angels. So it says, nurture yourself and those you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful, practical, and wise advice. And this is Archangel Ariel, who's all about maturity, practicality, generosity, and happiness. So I think that totally makes sense with what's going on right now. I think focusing on the ability to make anything more beautiful, that instantly reminds me of one of the affirmations that I keep in my phone, and that is, I can turn anything into gold. And I think that's a very abundance mindset. It's understanding that you have the ability to turn any opportunity into a positive. And if you're constantly looking at it as a negative, then it's not going to help you out. And so I think this card is reminding us that we can take anything that we think is bad and we can turn it into a positive. And that was one of the messages that I got last week that I was giving to everyone, was remembering that situations are inherently neutral, and the way you react to them is how you stress yourself out. If you're reacting in a negative way, then there's nothing you can really do. You're causing stress towards yourself. But if you're reacting in a positive way, you're controlling the situation, you're controlling it, and you're asking yourself, how can I make this beneficial to me? What good is going to come out of this? How can this actually be good for me? And when you force yourself to think that way, you end up focusing more on positivity and abundance. So nurturing yourself, nurturing those that you love. I'm just getting doing everything you can to stay happy, to stay uplifted. I feel like the words generosity, happiness, practicality, it's also knowing a little bit of okay, you're stuck at home. How can you make all of this work well for your schedule, whether it's work or social life, or remembering to take time to give yourself self-care, nurturing yourself, everyone else, and everything in your life. Woohoo! So that's the group message that I got. And let's jump into individual readings. I don't know if anyone is here. No one has said anything since the last time I asked. I'm worried my video is all screwed up. Is everyone here? Is anyone here even to get an individual reading? Gonna get myself a bit more light. Holly's here. Okay, Holly's here. Awesome. Well, if it's just me and you, Holly, awesome. It kept buffering for a while. I think it's this damn camera. I'm sorry, guys. I'm having so many issues with it. I'll make sure that next week I have something better. We'll try to keep it short tonight. We've had several problems with this camera, and I thought I had it fixed, but apparently not. And I tried to look into buying a new one, and of course, they're all completely gone on Amazon because I think everyone's stuck at home and everyone's like, shit, I need a webcam now. Cool. Well, hopefully if you're watching replay, you get that group message. We're going to jump into individual messages right now. I'm just making sure I covered everything. Yeah. Let's do it. So individual messages. How I do this, you guys, is I play a little game, a guessing game. If you can guess what I'm thinking of, then you get the reading. If you get the reading more than once in a row, I ask that you pass it off to somebody else so that everyone at least is getting one and there's not one person who's getting like 3 in a row. And if you absolutely want a reading and you don't want to wait, you can send me a donation through my PayPal or my Venmo. Both of those are in the description. And all I ask for is like a $2 to $5 donation, and I will make sure you get a good 5 to 10 minute reading. Yes, it was, but I was listening to it. Gotcha. All right. So I need to think of a guess. Between 1 and 20, you get the next reading. I'm trying to keep it small since we only have so many people in here. If you can guess the number that I'm thinking of between 1 and 20, buffering, no. Okay, it's just a little behind. Sorry, guys. I'll get that fixed before next week. I promise. Thanks for bearing with me. Maybe we'll just do like Holly and Talia and maybe call it good. Because your guys' like chat is like not. Okay. I'm going to switch gears. Because I think I'm having so many issues with this camera. Holly and Talia, since you guys are here, I'll give you guys both individual readings. If there is anybody in here right now other than Holly and Talia, let me know. Because I don't want to be on here super long if we're having so many issues. So anyway, okay, so yeah, if anyone else is watching, I've got Holly and Talia. I'm going to do individual readings. Let me know if anyone else is watching. Question about, I've got 2 decks of cards here. Again, sorry, you guys. This camera, ugh, it will be the death of me. We literally had it on a meeting last week, and the audio like crapped out, and it made us sound like T-Rexes, and we were joking about how we were like, roar. I'm not sure if my audio is cutting out. I'm just letting you know in the comments. And then, sorry. Okay, sorry. I'm typing in the chat room so that they know what's going on. Apologies if you're watching this replay, but hopefully it will be a short one. And that's why I like to put all of the messages for everybody up front. Okay, Holly asks, any spirit guide help for me if you can connect? Awesome. And I think I met Holly over on Joyce's live readings. So thanks for joining me over here, Holly. Connecting to Holly. Okay, pulling 3 cards for you. Oh, same with Talia. Oh, I didn't realize that. I was so nervous on her reading. I didn't want to overstep, and like I'd never done combined readings with her before, and so I was worried that I was like overstepping. Interesting. Okay. Hang on, guys. I'm reading Holly right now. And I can't remember what this card means. Ooh, interesting. Okay. So Holly, kind of the overall theme that I'm getting is to stop and reassess. So this card for it's like a pile of gold and there's two masks on it. So I pulled it in reverse. And so this card in reverse is all being attracted to, you know, it could be a person, it could be an opportunity, it could be a bad habit. Like it could be as simple as like you're staying up too late at night or something. And it's recognizing that there's something going on in your life that you keep getting attracted to that's really not serving your higher purpose. And so your guides are sort of giving you action items of, okay, well, what can you do to fix this? And then this card, Imagine, is all about, there's not really much to it. It's just like clouds. But this card is all about like widening your view, trying to open up your view to even more possibilities out there. And so right now you might be sort of kind of only focused on a very narrow path in front of you. And so that's maybe why you're kind of getting attracted to the things that aren't serving you. And so your guides want you to stop, step back, kind of get an objective look on things and say missing here. And I think they're also wanting to give you a little bit more so that you know, okay, well, it comes from a lack of abundance mindset. Maybe it comes from a fact of you just kind of feeling stubborn and you haven't thought about it any other way. And so your guides are saying to stop, open up to a bigger picture. There's more that they want to show you. There's something else that they want you to go after other than this shiny object that's sort of a distraction. And if you ground yourself in, if you're not really sure where to go, Holly, next, it's all about finding your intention compass, I guess. You don't have to know what the answer is going to be, but you can say, all right, I will help find the answers by setting my intention. And my intention is going to be that I am open to all opportunities. And my intention is going to be that I'm looking for the thing, that opportunity really quickly. And because that's your intention, you're so not aware of all the other possibilities. I'm sorry. Leah, are you even hearing me? Never using this camera again. Anyway. So yes, Holly, I think overall picture is even if you're kind of like, well, what the heck is this? What am I going after? What am I not seeing? As long as you sort of point your compass north with your intention, and that intention can just be like, all right, guides, I trust you. Show me what is actually serving my highest, or that is in your path that you're focusing too much on, and just being aware of it and then letting it go. That's going to get you into this zone of being more open. Guides are just saying again, stop, step back, open up to other possibilities, because right now you're too laser focused on one thing. So sorry that you have to watch that on replay, Holly. I so apologize for this shitty camera. I will never use it again. Awesome. Let's go over to Talia. Messages from Spirit, please. You're welcome. Whoa. Well, that one. Okay, you guys want to give you all the cards. Ticktock in reverse. Flexible in reverse. Here and now. Talia, I almost feel like your message is so similar. And I feel like if anyone else is watching this replay, this just has this abundance theme tonight. I think we're all so stressed out by what's going on in the world, and we're so focused on lack. And so, Talia, the TikTok card is sort of about the timing being off. And maybe this is that right now you're trying to force the timing of things. Maybe you're trying to get something to work out in your favor, but this is your guides just trying to let you know, like, the timing is not right now. And so to let go of whatever idea you have around what needs to happen when. Because when you are so focused on the when, sometimes your intentions become less and less clear. Well, it's more that your guides have a really hard time delivering it to you, because if you say, guides, I need a new husband by 2:00 tomorrow, that's really hard. That's a hard ask, is kind of like how I like to frame it. And so if you're saying, I need my husband soon, they're going to do their best to get it to you. But when you put too many parameters, I feel like this message is also for Holly too. When you put too many parameters on how it needs to happen, you limit. It's like a manifesting limiter, if that makes sense. When you're trying to manifest something, if you're too specific, then it makes it really hard for your guides to help deliver that intention that you're trying to receive. So, hey everyone, we're having really bad video issues and lagging issues. I'm so sorry. I'm about to jump off and call it a night, and I'm going to make sure I fix this next time. But I did do a group reading at the beginning. So Talia, TikTok, the timing is not right. Just stop trying to force the timing. And then along with that card is flexible, and it's in reverse. And obviously, I think this card is just trying to bring attention to the fact that you're not being flexible enough. You're trying to force too many things to happen the way you want them to happen. Too specific, then it makes it hard for your guides to deliver. And what if that's not really the thing that you need? And so I want to think of a better example. I feel like there was one time that my good friend was like really trying to manifest a home, and she was setting so many parameters. Like, it needed to be in this area, it needed to happen by this month, it needed to have X amount of rooms, blah, blah, blah. And she set so many parameters on this. And, what if there was a house that was in that area but didn't have that same amount of rooms, but was her idea of what needed to happen and how it was going to happen and what it was going to look like? She just didn't see it. Maybe her guides had a harder time putting it in front of her. This is very literal how I'm describing this, but I think that it's half of the issue is that your guides can't deliver things when you're too specific. That doesn't mean that it doesn't happen and they can't deliver something and that they don't understand what you're trying to get at and you don't get lucky sometimes. But I think it's more of the message of, where is your brain at? Why are you trying so hard to manifest? And when you're in that, so being flexible, being open to those opportunities, being flexible to the timing, Talia, I think is, I don't know if this is like, I feel like this is career stress maybe with you, Talia. Maybe you're worried about a project panning out not fast enough or something. But let go of the timeline, be more flexible, and then you might see that actually your guides are trying to steer you in a direct question, or sorry, this is a message of staying here and now. Let me finish my thought. And so I think this is sort of the action item for you, Talia, is to just present yourself in the moment. Practice to get yourself out of the future, get yourself out of the past. Stop planning too much ahead. Stop worrying too much about where you've been, and just focus out for you, Talia. And this is the happy card. And this card is all about just focusing on being happy. So while you're, I think it's my camera. I'm not going to use it again. I will make sure that next Wednesday is much better. But when I think of all of these things happening, I try not to get too angry. And I sort of see it as a message in itself, that maybe I'm just supposed to get on and only read the 2 people so that the replay is shorter maybe, and more people will get those messages that they need to hear. Talia, yes, I want a new job. You're welcome. Mama Odie says, sometimes we can't see what's best for us, where they can. But yeah, so maybe this was all supposed to happen for a reason. I apologize, you guys, but we must be having some sort of, you still got a reading out of it, even though you have to watch replay. Holly says, I'm just overthinking everything because I'm a single mom, twin girls. I have RSD. Oh, I should know what that is. And I just need to stop overthinking. Oh, yes, I totally feel you. And right now, all of this stuff happening does not help. I would check out last week's video because I talk a lot about setting up boundaries right now. All of us empathetic people, it's really hard when the only way we can connect with everyone right now is through social media, but social media on how to set those boundaries, and especially for empaths. And I want to do an empath specific video, and it's kind of like in my queue of wanting to do. I think Spirit wants me to stay at my current job, the message they gave me. Nice. Yeah, check out last week's video, you guys. At least just the comments in the description below it, because I have a ton of boundary setting exercises. I'll kind of reiterate the gist of it, but putting a bubble around yourself. There's all sorts of fun little exercises that I like to do. You can smudge, all of that. I would say the biggest thing, because this is all very social media heavy, is set times where you are not on social media. So one of the rules I have is I only check my email 3 times a day. I check it when I start the workday. I check it shortly after lunch, and then I check it right before I kind of wrap up for the day. And then I set a rule, during work hours, that I'm not like on Facebook unless I'm on there to do work-related things. But then before and after work, I try not to get on social media at all in the morning. I try to wake up, have my coffee, have my breakfast, and not be inundated by any of that. Sometimes I'm good at that, sometimes I'm not. And then at night, having a set time where you're like, all right, phones are off, TV is off. After that, I'm good for the night. So those are some energetic boundaries you can set right now. I'm only giving social media related ones because I feel like that's where the worst of this is right now, is social media. Yeah, and everything you see is all about the virus. So it's a lot. And so again, that's kind of why I jumped on last week, and I was like, I am just feeling all of us struggling right now. And those of us who are more sensitive, more empathic, definitely check out some of those videos that I shared on how to handle that. I'm nocturnal, so that helps. Heck yes. And so you guys check out, when I kind of wrap up this video, again, to look at the links that I put in the description. I'm going to put a link to, what am I going to put the link to? The 21 day meditation challenge by Deepak Chopra and Oprah. Right now it is completely free. They made it free because I think they want to help people. And I think it's normally like $150 to $300 to pay for that course. So I would definitely do it. It's just a great little thing of like Oprah talks for like certain times. And I love that. And then last week I shared one that was their meditation challenge for abundance and exercises, so that you can learn how to strengthen your psychic skill This light is so bad right now. I'm so angry. And then Wednesdays, obviously, I go live. I will not use this camera again. Fridays, I've got new videos coming at you. So this Friday, I'll have a new video for you. And then follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook, check out my website. On my Facebook page, I do have a group for people who want to learn how to strengthen their psychic abilities. So we read each other, we share resources, we ask questions, and we do that all kind of to help hone our psychic ability. And then obviously I have my video courses, and I want to give those out for free every Wednesday. I want to give one person the whole video course for free on Wednesday. And as soon as I get that up, which I'm hoping will be next week, we will give one course away a week. So keep joining me. Put up with this crappy vlog. I will do better next time. All right, guys, good night. Have a great night. Remember to stay off those phones. Put in some time to just like do a project, read a book, do a meditation, clean up your house. I don't know. Just remember to get away from it. Put up that boundary, put up that bubble, and you guys know that the worst of it will be over soon and the best is yet to come. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me.